Hamitakuyapi. Welcome everyone and welcome to the Lakota language mini lesson 17. And in this lesson, I want to take a little break from the dialogue that's been going on since mini lesson 1 and talk about this expression wachionke. I want to talk about this because you hear this a lot in greetings and partings or in other salutations. You look at the screen and you see the word wachionke, and this means I see you. And many times when people meet, as you learned in the mini lesson 1, some people say Dayan wachionke, which means nice to see you. And when people are parting after their discussion, sometimes they will say ake wa chiakinkte, which women say, and men would say that expression as ake wa chiakinkte lo. It's just the ending that's different. The main sentence is the same for both men and women. The word wachionke comes from the word wayonke. You see that on the screen now. Wayonke means to see. And if you want to say I see, you say wambalake. And you can see how the word changes from wayonke to wambalake. Wayonke means to see. Wambalake means I see. Look at how the word evolved. You see that a Y transformed into a BL. And this is called a BL conjugation process. This is what happens. So the word transforms, it evolves. And wambalake means I see. That's a subject and a verb. You see that? So one Lakota word contains two English elements, a subject and a verb. This process is really key to learning Lakota language, this conjugating process. And you see how it looks on the board. Wayonke evolving to wambalake. And it keeps evolving. It's always evolving whenever the subject is changing. So that BL will change to something else. And it always happens in the same location inside the word. So it's going to evolve when you want to say something like you see, he sees, we see, they see, and so on. That's always going to be evolving. So it's one Lakota word, but it has a subject and a verb in it. This process is called conjugating or conjugation. And this is what makes the language a little bit difficult, but only in the beginning. Once you learn this process and get really familiar with it, suddenly it's going to get easier. Okay, so it's just like you're climbing a hill or you're on a roller coaster. You know how it goes in that first incline? It's really slow, and that's the learning part. You're being introduced to all these things. Then when it goes down really fast, that's when you understand how this works. Now, I've been teaching Lakota language for many years, and this is what I've been finding from my students. I always keep in touch with many of my students, and the ones who are either fluent or becoming fluent, this is what they say. They all say the same thing, is that it's that conjugating part, that once they understand it and then they learn more and more about this process, suddenly everything comes clear and it goes really quick after that. So that's normally what happens. Okay, so I'm introducing this process to you to just show you a little taste of it. Okay, so what you see on the board here, or on the screen, on the board, like I'm in a classroom, what you see on the screen is an introduction to that. Okay, so you see wayonke, which means to see, evolves to wambalake, which means I see. So that has two things. Yeah, I is a subject and see is a verb. So you look at that word wambalake, that BL, that is I. And then the rest of the word is see. You see how that works? Interesting. Yeah? You have to look at it not like the way you look at English or speaking English. Okay? You have to just start here. Yeah? Use this as a guide that the I is inside the word. Okay? It's all inside one word. Okay? So it's really interesting. Now, what makes it even more interesting is when you add a third element to it. So now you see the word wachianke, which means I see you. You see how that word evolved. Look at it from the beginning. Wayanke, which means to see. Then that evolves to wambalake, which means I see. And then that can evolve to wachianke, which means I see you. See that? There's three things in one word in the word wachianke. It has the subject I, the verb see, and something called an indirect object, which is you. Now don't worry about these grammar terms, okay? Indirect object and preposition and all that kind of thing. Don't worry about those words, okay? Just know that in Lakota, one word can have three things in it, okay? And you see the English translation on the screen. Yeah? Wachianke, I see you. Look at how that evolves. See, starting from the Y in Wayonke, that transformed to a BL in the word Wamblake to mean I see. And that BL then transforms into Chi. You see the C with the circle over it and the I. That Chi means I and that third element, you. The rest of the word is the verb, see. I see you, wachianke. See, one Lakota word has three things in it in this example. What you see on the screen, this is what's called conjugation. And as I said before, this is the key to learning the language. But it looks confusing in the beginning, but lots of things look confusing in the beginning. Yeah, like when you first learn how to dress yourself, it's like, where does this go? Has his pants over his head. I can't see. Off guide. That's gonna go in my biography there. or, or or like learning to snap your fingers. Yeah, like I didn't get that until I was 16 years old. Yeah, all of a sudden I was walking down the hallway in high school, and I was my bell bottoms and platform shoes, and I was trying to snap my fingers in time to my cool John Travolta Staying Alive walk. Yeah. Carrying my algebra book. And here, I almost bumped into the corner of the hallway, and here my finger. I made the snapping sound. Yeah. That's how you do it. It was confusing all those years. Yeah. See, that's like the conjugating process. It's difficult in the beginning. I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah, I'm always going to be honest with you in these videos. The conjugating process in the beginning is scary looking. Yeah, but you just gotta look at it some more times. Yeah, it's like watching The Exorcist, Well, no, that's not a good example. Shoot, each time I watch that, I get even more scared. Z off guy. No, let's use a different movie. You see a movie that's kind of hard to watch. Maybe it makes you angry or sad or scared. But when you watch the movie again, you become less scared, less angry, less sad. And the more times you watch it, the more easier it gets, the more you see things, the more you appreciate things. Learning conjugation is kind of like that. It's scary in the beginning, but you just gotta keep looking at the same one. Yeah? Just focus on one at a time. Just keep focusing on one and then learn another common one. And the more you do that, the more comfortable it becomes. And it's like your favorite t-shirt, yeah, your favorite sweatpants. Hey. it it's stretched out to fit your body, yeah. Z rugged guy. But I think you know what I mean. Okay? That's how learning conjugation is. In the beginning, it's always a little bit frustrating, a little bit difficult, but just keep at it. Keep looking at how it works. And eventually, like that roller coaster going up on the incline. Yeah, eventually you have that ta-da moment, and then the roller coaster goes down, and all of a sudden you're like, ah, this is so easy. You figured it out. You have that understanding. I guarantee you that the more you put into this, the more you look at this, the more you use it in your speaking to people, the more easier it becomes. Okay? And then you see how this process is going to apply to other words, and it becomes really easy after that. I'm introducing it for this mini lesson. This is an example of how it works. Okay? So again, look at the board. You see the word wayonke. Look at that Y. That transforms into a BL, and then you get the word wamblake, which means I see. And then look at how that BL transforms into a CI, a C with a circle over it. And you get the word wachionke, which means I see you. Okay, just study that. This is used a lot. Wachionke is used in many expressions, like the expression Dayan wachionke. You see that on the screen now. I want to start with this word because you say this word and you hear this word a lot when you listen to people talking. We've had an expression in the lesson 1, Dayan wa chionke. Nice to see you. Dayan means good, but in a nice, comfortable, soothing way. That's Dayan. Now, when you say it the way that I do. In this word, the accent is on the second syllable. And you want to learn the music of the language because our language is very musical. So say it the way that I say it, okay? Repeat that after me, please. Dayan. One more time. Dayan. Very good. Now let's look at the next word. Wachionke. You hear how that sounds? The accent again is on the second syllable, on the chi. Wachionke. This means I see you, as you've just learned. Repeat after me, please. Wachionke. One more time. Wachionke. Very good. Now, if you are really happy to see somebody you know, a close friend, a close relative, or somebody who's really close to you, you can add the word lila to the expression. Lila means really or very. Repeat this word after me, please. Accent on the first syllable. Lila. One more time. Lila. Very good. Now let's say the whole expression. Lila Dayan wa chionke. One more time. Lila Dayan wa chionke. Very good. Say it so it flows. Yeah, like it flows like water. It sounds like it's one long word. Lila tayan wa chianke. Like that. Let's try it one more time. Lila tayan wa chianke. Very good. This sentence means it's really nice to see you. Now let's substitute Dayan with another word, a different word. Yoke Pia. Yoke Pia means happy. So we're going to do the same exercise, but instead of Dayan, we're going to say Yoke Pia. So let's learn to say that word first. Okay, accent on the second syllable. Repeat after me, please. Yoke Pia. One more time. Yoke Pia. Very good. Now, let's say the expression, happy to see you. I'm happy to see you. Repeat after me, please. Yoke Pia wa chianke. One more time. Yoke Pia wa chianke. Very good. And again, if it's somebody you know or it's somebody that you're really happy to see, then you just add the lila in front of the sentence, just like we did before. You know this word already, so let's just go ahead and say the sentence. Repeat after me, please. Lila yoke pia wa chianke. Very good. One more time. Lila yoke pia wa chianke. Very good. And like I said, when you say Lakota sentences, try to make it flow like a river. Yeah? The river of life. Lila yoke pia wa chianke. It sounds like one really long word. Okay? One more time. Just listen to how I say it. Lila yoke pia wa chianke. You hear that? Let's say it one more time and try to make it like a river. Yeah? Make it flow like a river. Lila yoke pia wa chianke. Very good. Very good. So these are two really good ways to greet somebody. Okay? So practice these. And again, look at this process. It all comes from the word wayanke, to see. Look at how that Y evolves to a BL and how that BL evolves to a C. And look at how the definition of that word changes. You know? Wayanke, to see. Wamblake, I see. Wachianke, I see you. Isn't that cool? This is Lakota. Yeah, this is how Lakota is spoken. So, getting a dictionary and defining things word for word is not going to work. It's going to give you an incorrect way of speaking. Like some people do that. When they try to say, I see you, they take one word at a time using the English language structure. And then, see, I means mie, si is wayanke, and you is nie. So some people will say, mie wayanke nie. That's really, really, really incorrect. Yeah, so having a dictionary is good for looking up words, but it's not useful when you want to create a sentence. When you want to create a sentence and speak this language correctly, you have to learn this conjugation process. It's very important. Okay? So this is how you can tell when somebody is speaking incorrectly, when they don't conjugate. Okay? It's a really rugged sounding word, yeah? Conjugation. It's like Isa, boarding school word, yeah? that that word is too big. That, that's a alphabet parade in that word, yeah? I don't like that word. But that's what it is though. Yeah, it's watching that word evolve and you see how the definition changes too. Just study this. Listen to this video again and again and again. This is just an introduction to conjugation. I do have online lessons, and just click on the links below that gives you the information. When you're on a smartphone, it's a little triangle on the right side of the bottom part of the screen. And if you're on a computer, it says show more. There is information. You can contact me if you are very serious about learning Lakota and you want to know this conjugation process more in depth. Now, this word wachianke is also used when people are ending the conversation. A woman would say, Ake wachiankinkte. A man would say, Ake wachiankinkte lo. The kte part of the word, you see it on the screen. That kte part is indicating future tense. Okay? The word ake means again. Repeat that after me, please. Ake. One more time. Ake. Okay, very good. So this goes at the beginning of the sentence. Ake. Look at the word wachianke. This, for future tense, that last part, that E at the end, that's going to transform into an IN. Okay? You see that on the screen. That's going to evolve to an IN, and then after that comes the future tense. Kte. For women, and men would say ktelo. So you see that wachianke is in that word. You see what I mean? Like what I said at the beginning? That wachianke is used very often, and I think that's a very good place to start in learning about this thing called conjugation. So let's say this expression. Okay? Women, repeat after me, please. Ake wachiakinkte. One more time. Ake wachiakinkte. Very good. All men, repeat after me, please. Ake wachiakinkte lo. Very good. One more time. Ake wachiakinkte lo. Very good. So again, that means I will see you again. The kte is future tense. That's the will part. Wachiakin, that is I see you. The kte is will. And the ake means again. Words that have to do with time, like today, yesterday, again, earlier, later, those kind of words come at the beginning of the sentence. That's why ake comes at the beginning. Okay? It's just an introduction to some grammar principles, but don't worry about the terms, okay? Don't worry about prepositions, adjectives. Don't worry about those things. Focus on what's on the screen, okay? So, wachianke is a very commonly used word, and you just heard how this happens. You saw it and you heard it. So watch and listen to this video again and again and again and become comfortable with it, because this process is really the key to speaking Lakota fluently. Once you understand it, once you practice it, it becomes easier. I guarantee it. But it's up to you. Yeah? You're the key to that guarantee. It's easy. I'm rapping already. Kola Dave is a rap artist. No, it's true though. Yeah, you are the key. Yeah, I guarantee this, but you are the key. It's up to you. Yeah, it's up to you. You get out of what you put into it. So put in a lot. Yeah, really take some time. This is a very beautiful language, and it's nice to speak. It's nice to hear. It makes you feel good. There's medicine in that. Okay? So practice, practice, practice. Practice. Just hang in there. Eventually, this is going to give you a ta-da moment. And then you'll enjoy the roller coaster ride after that. Okay? So, with that, we'll see you next time. Doksha Ake. To learn more about speaking the Lakota language, you can read my book called Chante Etanha Ooglake, Speaking from the Heart. You can see the book cover on the right side of this screen. This book contains the information to what I talk about on my Lakota language mini lesson videos. To purchase this book, please click below where it says Show More. Clicking that link will open up the description below, and there you will see a link called To Purchase My Books. As you will see, it's an eBay link. Click on that eBay link, and there you will see the information to get this book. Lila Pilamayelo. Thank you very much.